I'm sorry.
That's nice.
I'm sorry. Are you Deshaun Thompson?
Just Deshaun.
Ms. Roberts?
Your Honor, my understanding that we do have a Deshaun Thompson on the list today. That we interviewed somebody named Deshaun Thompson, and I guess at this time, I heard the court ask this gentleman if he's Deshaun Thompson, and he's indicated just Deshaun. So I would need an opportunity to go in a breakout room with this gentleman to get further clarity, please.
Okay.
If you want me to, Ms. Roberts, you can send me the sheet. I'll go to breakout room so you can continue the docket.
Perfect. Thank you.
And gentlemen, we're going to try this again. What's your name, sir?
Wait,
Yes, sir. You, sir.
Deshaun.
Mr. Reagan.
Yes, sir.
Apparently, Mr. Thompson wants to get a very large bond and not get released.
Just trying to figure out how could I be? I need the prosecution to bring forth. How could I be charged with not identifying myself with fingerprints? But I didn't have a charge to even identify to begin with.
Yeah, Judge, so Mr. Thompson.
What's the purpose of me identifying the fingerprint?
Mr. Reagan?
Yes, I'm just saying, Mr. Thompson, Judge, does not want to give his full name. I know that we have a complaint here as Deshaun Thompson for refusal to fingerprint. He's refusing to fingerprint. That's why we are before this honorable court this morning.
Yes, that's against my constitutional right, though. I don't have to do that. I don't have to enter into a contract. I don't have a legal name. I don't have a legal name with the state. That's
Mr.
against
Reagan,
my constitutional right. All statutes are not law.
We've heard you enough, sir. We've heard you enough. Mr. Reagan, is it
Yes, sir.
your,
I've advised Mr. Thompson of his constitutional rights of the charges and
At this point, the court realizes the hearing can't stay stuck like this forever. Even though the defendant refuses to cooperate or clearly confirm who he is, the magistrate decides to keep the process moving. The court proceeds as though the man is the person listed in the case and begins going through the charges one by one. A number of traffic violations are read into the record, along with missed court appearances that eventually led to warrants being issued. The judge calmly walks through the possible penalties, including fines and potential jail time. His message is clear. Refusing to identify yourself isn't going to bring the legal process to a halt.
I can just tell you, Judge, that the complaint I have is for Deshaun Thompson. And I have spoken with Deshaun. He is not, giving me his last name. I don't know if they have him in custody. All I can tell this court is that's where we are at this point, Your Honor. I can just tell you what we've done to this, where we are, and that's where we are, Your Honor.
all right, well, the court will proceed as if this is Mr. Thompson. It's unfortunate that he's taken the position that he's taken, but we'll do this anyway. So, you've got some tickets, sir, where you missed some court dates. When you miss those dates, the judge issued an arrest warrant for you. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and if you cannot afford an attorney, the court will provide one for you. You've got several matters, traffic matters here, and they start with ticket P 1387200, charge of driver's license never acquired. P 1387498, open alcohol in a motor vehicle as a driver. And ticket 4328813, no operator's license on person, no insurance, misdemeanor, and unregistered motor vehicle. These are all misdemeanor charges. Maximum penalty you face on each is up to 93 days in jail and or $500 fine. I'm going to set aside the arrest warrants, enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, and give you a personal bond. Your next court date is a pre-trial July 15 in front of Judge Garrett here in 36th District Court. Your other matter with us today is case 24044903, State of Michigan versus Deshaun.
That's when the situation begins to escalate. The prosecutor steps forward and raises an important concern for the court to consider. If someone refuses to provide fingerprints or even acknowledge their full legal name, it naturally raises a serious question. What exactly are they trying to hide? According to the prosecution, this kind of resistance is a major red flag. They argue that refusing to verify one's identity could pose a potential risk, especially if the court cannot be certain who it's dealing with. Because of that uncertainty, the prosecutor asks the judge to impose a significant cash bond along with strict monitoring conditions, urging the court to treat the matter seriously.
Thompson, counsel.
Thanks, Magistrate. Good afternoon, Steve Benson for the people, Peace 71917.
Judge, I just want to point out that, this is a charge of refusal to fingerprint. There's no underlying charge. To talk about, so Judge Fulbright, on behalf of Thompson, we waive the false reading from you, rights as to this particular case, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court will enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf as to bond, beginning with Mr. Vincent, please.
Thanks, Magistrate. We're going to be asking for $10,000 in cash. We're also going to be asking for a tether as well as house arrest. The charge here is failure to provide fingerprints. So the defendant right there, allegedly, Judge, didn't want to have his identity confirmed one way or another. And now, interestingly enough, we have a defendant who's being charged with his failure to provide his identity in front of you right now, not even wanting to give Your Honor or the court his legal name, which gives the people pause, makes the people concerned that this defendant may be trying to hide something. Now, as a direct result of that, we feel as though this defendant is a danger and that he does pose a danger for obvious reasons. If somebody doesn't want to reveal who he actually is, either legally or through fingerprints. Now, with all of that being said, Judge, based on the court rule, dangerous.
That's against my constitution.
Just as the courtroom seems ready to settle into a back-and-forth legal argument, the defendant jumps in once again. He doubles down on his constitutional claims, insisting that statutes don't qualify as real laws and arguing that the system is attempting to force him into something he believes is unlawful. His comments immediately bring the tension in the courtroom back up. At the same time, the defense attorney tries to steer the conversation back to the legal procedure itself. He reminds the court that aside from the refusal to provide fingerprints, there are no additional criminal allegations involved. But by now, both sides are clearly standing firm on their positions.
That's a constitutional right. I don't have to give you guys fingerprints. Every statute is not a law. If it's contrary to the Constitution, it's not a law. I can act with impunity.
Again,
So
Judge, more behavior that's making the giving the people pause. Now, in addition, I think he is trying to act as though he's a lawyer, understand the idea that statutes are not laws. It's very scary, and it really is. It makes him a danger to the community. And respectfully, Judge, we're going to be asking for that cash with monitoring.
And Judge, no assault has been committed. I do understand that there's a procedure for everything. Judge, I believe to the court, I'm not asking for any cash bond. I would ask for a personal, Judge. I don't know how the court wishes to proceed in this matter. We obviously look to the court, Judge. It is what it is, Judge. We're here. Like I said, no assault has been committed. There's not even a charge outside of this refusal to fingerprint, Judge. So we obviously ask that he be released, Judge. No charges pending. There's nothing even charged with it, Judge. So that is our position, Judge.
Apparently their officers were trying to investigate some type.
Then comes the moment that completely shifts the direction of the hearing. The judge explains that refusing to confirm one's identity is not something the court can simply overlook. Without proper identification, there could be serious legal consequences and unanswered questions. Instead of granting a small bond, the judge makes a decisive move. Bond is set at $100,000, along with a requirement that the defendant submit fingerprints and comply with strict monitoring conditions before release. Even after the ruling is announced, the defendant continues arguing about constitutional rights. But at that point, the decision has already been made. The hearing concludes and the judge's ruling remains in place. If you found this courtroom breakdown interesting, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more real case analysis and courtroom moments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Assault case, which was why he was in DDC in the first place. And now we've got this refusal of fingerprint case, and we've got a performance before the court, which is, I think, quite telling. So here are the conditions of bond. You must be fingerprinted before release. There will be a GPS tether. You'll be on house arrest on that tether should you post bond. Court agrees with the people that without confirmation of this gentleman's identity, there could be other significant implications. For that reason, court will set bond $100,000 cash for surety.
$100,000 bond.
That's correct, sir.
That's crazy. So now you're doing things out of spite.
I give you a bond redetermination.
You don't want to stick to the law.
Sir,
So,
now it's not the time to talk.
You're not honoring your oath to the Constitution?
All right. So we'll have a bond redetermination hearing in front of Judge McConico on Thursday, June 20th. The court being closed on Wednesday. Further date will be a pretrial on July 29 in front of Judge Bryant here in 36th District Court. Thank you, sir. You can step aside.
Thanks, Mike.
So, Your Honor, you're not going to honor your Constitution?
Thank you, sir. Your hearing's completed, sir.
Or DDC.
Every statute
All right,
is not law. I don't have to give my fingerprints. The Constitution
Okay,
states that.
Didi.